Guys, in this video, I'm going to go over 4 IGO gaming launchpads that I've researched and I want to share with you. So I actually did this in September for some friends, and I was like, you know what, I might as well release this to the public as well, since I've already spent the time to research and build this out. I am probably going to link this in the description as well, so that you can have access to the slides. But the 4 that I researched, one of them is GameStarter, and I gave it a rating. This is, you know, back in September, so things may have changed a little bit. Back in September, the price was $1.26. Obviously, it's popped up by now. But the format of this is going to be the tiers and then the past history, and that way you can kind of get an idea of what's going on. But if you want to invest in this, $5,000 would just be a lotto system that, as you can see, if right now I believe the price is at $2, I could be wrong, but that would be $5,000. And then the guaranteed allocation would be $10,000 for an allocation of 2x. Realistically, if you're going to want to get into a guaranteed type of thing, I really think that you probably should consider just going for something like a higher tier, right? So like if this is $10,000 and $20,000 gets you 3x the allocation, like it might make sense financially to just go with something higher, right? And 5K more ends up being more than double. So yeah, like obviously the barrier to entry is quite high if you don't have $30,000 lying around, but just like bang for your buck, it does make sense to pick one of these and go into it. Please be aware that this is slides from September 22nd, so the data is a little bit outdated. You can see here that I outlay the Telegram, the members at the time, the upcoming IDOs, which I believe Dark Frontiers is already finished, and then the price all-time low and price all-time high at the time. And obviously September 23rd, it did pump the 1.8, and it's different now. So the next one is GameFi. Oh, and you know, my opinion on this is it's a 6 out of 10 for me. Like, I do like it in the sense that it's a gaming launchpad, and if you follow someone like Alex Becker, he's really big on gaming. I also believe that gaming is kind of where the money is flowing at some level. So it's a more safe type of IDO launchpad, and that's why I'm releasing this, because I really believe that, hey, if you're going to get into a launchpad, like maybe go with where the narrative is, which is gaming. So the next one is GameFi. This one, I don't know the price right now. But you can see here that really guaranteed is only the top 12 holders. So this is more of a lotto type thing. If you were going to get into this, in my opinion, you would just do this. And the reason why I like this a little bit more is, let's say it's a lottery system and your chances is 10%. Well, if what I've seen from gaming IGOs is that it usually does a 10x. So with an allocation of $700, that would be $7,000. And I really like that, because it's not so easy to find like really big allocation sizes. And so I really like the fact that GameFi allows for that. And you can see that they already have some past IDO histories. I do believe that these 2 were already finished. I don't remember now, but it has been some time. But, you know, GameFi, their token has done very well. Cavi did a 10x, D-Race did a 10x, and this is not the horse one. This is a different one. All-time low of $20, and again, I don't think the price is that price anymore. Let me just bring up my phone so that I can just double check these. So I don't have to move the slides. But I got to put the Telegram, but there is 8 members, and they do have a Telegram. So GameFi's at $83 right now. GameStarter's at $1.86 from CoinStats app, which is not on the second accurate, it's like on the minute accurate. So it is at $83, so it has done, this one would be 80x by now, 83x. The next one I really like a lot, and it's Polka Foundry. It's Red Kite, and this is a more established type of launchpad. And so I would say these last 2 that I'm going to go over are safer, because they're very well known and they're very established. The price, I believe, is at $1.20, so it has gone up by a little bit. But you can see here that the minimum requirement for a guaranteed is a lot of money. It's over $40,000 just for guaranteed. And it's important to note that your allocation is only like $150 at that rate, which is not so good. There's a lot of past IDO history. You can really just go to the website and look yourself, but they launched Farland and a whole bunch more. They had 4 upcoming at the time, all-time low of 15 cents. The price is actually at $1 and 20 or whatever right now. So well-known company, our crypto project, and if you don't have so much, like, it is possible to just do Dove, which is a small amount, but it's not guaranteed, and it's a lotto system, and you do have to do social interaction. So the last one is actually my favorite of them all, and it's DaoMaker, and the price, I believe, is over $3 at the moment now. As many of you already know about this, DaoMaker is a really well-known one. They recently changed this so that you can no longer do this tier of 500 to 2,000. You have to stake 2,000, which means that's $6,000. So this one has launched a lot, and you can really just go on their page and it'll show you the all-time high of what the X's did. I think Orion Money was 32x or something. Broccoli was like 12x. Dark Frontiers was like, I don't even remember, but they basically launch a bunch. I'm in Vent Up, and I got into the early whitelist of it for being an early member, but DaoMaker also launched it, and they gave a $250 allocation, which would be, at the time of when I did this, $9,000. It's now a lot less because the price has gone down, but it would still be like quite a lot for just a small allocation of $250. The beautiful thing about DaoMaker is that your allocations are usually about $500, but it fluctuates. But it is a lotto system, and so you just got to note that. But this is definitely my favorite of these 4 that I just showed. They actually launched GameStarter too, by the way, which is mentioned on the first slide. So this is one that I really, really like. I hope this helps with your research on IDOs and finding Launchpads. You can really make a decision from being like, okay, hey, I have $6,000. I want the best probability. And so you end up staking, your 2,000 DAO just for the chance at winning the jackpot at a really big allocation. Again, 250 is quite low from what I've seen. It usually is $500. And then it becomes like $10,000, right? And then you end up making all that $6,000 back in one go. And if that's your risk reward type style, then yeah, go for it. Or if you have a bigger amount of money and you want to do something like, you don't want to do DAO because it's not guaranteed, right? This is just lotto chance. Maybe you want to do Red Kite, or maybe you want to go with the newer one, or maybe you want the lotto. I don't know. Just make your decision from this, and do your own research as well. You can update your information and just go from there. But I hope this helps with finding the right launch pads. Again, these are just specifically, in my opinion, gaming launch pads. I know that DaoMaker isn't exactly a gaming launch pad, but they do launch quite a lot of games. So if this helps, and if you're really into IGOs and IDOs, feel free to like and subscribe, because I will be producing content straight up on IDOs, because I think it's one of the top ways to earn money. I think I'll throw in an NFT video every now and then, just because it's something I spend quite a lot of time on, and I think there's a lot of money to be made there. But right now, Bitcoin is kind of the focus, and so most things are suffering. I think IDOs will still not suffer. You'll still see like minimum 2x's. So I think it's still a good time to get into IDOs, and especially because the token prices are lower, this might be a really good time to buy. This is not financial advice. You still need to do your own research. This is just my opinion and my own research that I'm sharing with you guys. Do not just ape into this if you have no idea. I will be releasing videos on just like how I prepare to sell IDOs, what do I do when I look into them, and these types of things as well. So thank you guys.